Hi, Rebecca here. Thanks so much for joining me on your mat today. Today's practice will be focused on warm-ups for crow pose. If you have never done crow pose before, you're in the right place. If you have a crow practice already, it's still a great practice to just work on strength. And folks, if you've never come into an arm balance before and kind of taken flight, if you will, then you're in the right place. And really consistency is key. So this is a practice you could keep coming back to warm up and build in your muscle memory those muscles to help you fly. So let's get started here with a few rounds of breath just to drop in. Closing the eyes down, relax your arms either down along your sides or in your lap. Let's take 3 to 5 deep breaths. If you want to move the arms with the breath, you could move the arms. You could keep the arms just relaxed and still. Focus on filling up your lungs. We're sending this signal to our nervous system to rest and digest, to unclench our minds, to free up the prana and the vitality, the energy in our bodies. And then just knowing and trusting that every time we get on our mats, we are making progress. Really, so much of life and what we desire is about being consistent and continuing to show up. Let's do one more round, exhaling all the breath out. Bring the arms down along your sides and inhale, reach those arms up high. And then exhale, hands to heart. Let's begin on our backs, coming into a sleeping butterfly. Soles of the feet come together, knees drop out to the sides. Bring your hands either to your inner thighs or your knees and just gently rock the legs side to side. So using the hands, not momentum in the body, just the hands. To play with a little hip opening here. And pause. Breathe. We'll begin on our backs, warming up our abdominals. Hands come behind the head. We will lift the shoulder and the head, and we will draw our knees toward our triceps. And then inhale, release. Exhale to lift and contract. Inhale to release. We will do that for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the contraction. Keep the head and the shoulders up. Now press the palms of your hands up toward the sky. Squeeze your knees in toward your triceps. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the head and the shoulders lifted. Bring the pinky edge side of the feet down, keeping the soles pressed together. And then draw your knees to your triceps and bring them down. And lift and lower for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Keep this butterfly shape. Bring arms alongside the torso. Press palms down to the floor. Lift your hips. Squeeze your glutes. And lower. Lift and lower. And continue. Got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Take a couple of deep breaths. And bring it down. Tee out the arms. So we're going to play with a little close the book pose. So I want you to take right knee and stack it on top of left, closing those legs together, and then come back to center butterfly. Left knee toward right knee, and then open. So just moving side to side here from our butterfly to stacking our thighs and our knees, working your inner groin, the inner thigh. Slow and controlled, really feeling the movement, the muscles activating. And let's do one more on each side. And hug your knees into your chest. Draw your thighs toward your ribs. Stay in this tight ball and begin to roll forward and back, trying to keep the ribs and the thighs as close as possible. Hold it. Maybe you bring the toes down, or maybe you float the toes off of the mat. And then Navasana boat pose. Lifting your ribs towards your thighs. And then we're going to reach our arms forward, bending at the wrist, pressing the palms toward the top of our mat. We're going to tap the toes down and then lift the knees toward the triceps. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Bring the hands inside of the knees. Squeeze the knees into the elbows, the triceps for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the feet down, parallel, heels towards your butt. Reverse tabletop just to stretch that out. And bring the hips down, extend the legs forward, warming up our hip flexors. Right leg lifts. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release, other leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cross your legs, come forward to all fours. We're going to warm up our wrists. So we're going to take our shoulders and circle them out over the hands. Moving either from right to left or left to right. And switch the direction. Shoulders over wrists. Shift the shoulders out over the fingertips and try to create a little crease between the pad of the finger at the top to the bottom of the finger, lifting that the first and second knuckle, creating a little crease, turning your fingertips white, and then press it back. A couple more times. Call these spider hands. All right, and stretching those fingers out, we're going to lift the heel of the hand, keeping the fingers down on the mat, and then lower. Lift and lower for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I want you to prop up on fingertips, kind of drawing the fingers toward the thumb, and you are creating this kind of suction cup on the bottom of the palm, and then hands come down, and then lift. You should feel the muscles start to fire up along the palm, which in turn is also helping us strengthen our forearms for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then taking the hands toward the knees, turning the heel of the hand forward, sink the hips back, stretching through the forearm. Bring it forward, tabletop. Take a few rounds of cat-cow. Rounding and bending through the spine. neutral table. We're going to start to take it into the shoulders. I want you to imagine pressing your head up toward the ceiling into an imaginary headrest. You're gazing down between your hands or maybe slightly forward. We are not tucking our chins. We are not craning our necks forward. Head neutral. And then I want you to drop your sternum, your chest between your shoulder blades squeeze. Elbows are locked. No bending of the arms here if you can. And then press the floor away, shoulder blades protect. So it's just my shoulders. I'm keeping my head neutral, my hips neutral. If you want more challenge here, you could tuck those toes and lift the hips for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And press back down dog. And pedal it out. Hold your down dog, and then lift your shoulders up toward your ears, and then let them drop down. So shoulder shrugs here in down dog. Shoulder blades lift, and we hug them up toward the ears, and then we drop them down away for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop down to your knees. Extend right leg back. Reach left arm out to the side. Core is engaged. We're keeping that right leg lifted, and then we're going to thread left arm underneath right, and then send it out to a T. Thread and lift for 3, 2, 1. Reach left arm forward, tiny pulses for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right leg stays lifted, left hand comes down. Right knee to tricep and kick it back. Knee to tricep, send it back for 3, 2, 1. Right leg comes down, press the hips back. Child's pose, inhale and exhale. Reset. Other side, tabletop. Left leg lifts this time. Right arm tees out to the side. Solid, steady, stable through the core. Thread right arm underneath the torso over to the left and tee it out. Thread and tee for 3, 2, 1. Left leg stays lifted, right arm reaches forward, tiny pulses up toward the ceiling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left leg stays lifted, right hand comes down, left knee to left tricep, kick it back. Knee to tricep, back for 3, 2, 1. Down dog. We're going to lift right leg high. Step right foot to the outside of right hand. Keep left knee lifted. We're going to send the hips forward and down. A little cow cobra through the upper chest. And then exhale, round. Hug that right knee in toward right shoulder. So a little cow pose and a little cat. Last one. Step right foot back, down dog. Left leg lifts high. Left foot steps wide to our runner's lunge. That left hand inside of left foot. Hug left knee toward left shoulder. Hips forward and down, heart opens. And then round. Cow to cat in our runner's lunge. One more. Step left foot back. Gaze between your hands, travel forward to the top of your mat. Come onto your toes, lift your heels, bend your knees, send the hips back and down. And then heels come down and straighten. A little tucked toes pose and to fold. Last one. Heel toe your feet out wider than hips width distance. Malasana squat, 3 to 5 deep breaths. Spine long, breath full. And fold forward. Bend right knee and draw your thigh in towards your rib cage. Protract through your shoulder blades here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring right foot down, pressing into right foot. Bend left knee. Draw that left thigh in toward the rib cage for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing. Reach your arms up overhead. And exhale, fold. Plant your hands, step back, down dog. Right leg lifts. And shift the weight forward. Draw right knee to right tricep. And kick it back. Knee to tricep. And press it back. You can always bring the left knee down here if you need to. We will switch. Right foot comes down. Left leg lifts. And then left knee to left tricep. Three-legged dog. 2 more. And release, down dog. We're going to gaze forward, hop, step, travel, however you want to get there. Feet together. Hands shoulder width distance apart. We're going to bring our knees to our, our knees to our triceps. We're going to shift the weight forward, gaze forward. My elbows are stacked underneath my shoulders. So part of the stack helps you hold this posture of crow pose. So think our spider hands. We want those creases lifting between the finger top and the base of the knuckle. And then we gaze forward, we shift the weight forward. Maybe today you just play with lifting left toes, right toes, and then bringing them down and lifting the other toes. You could bring your feet onto blocks to help you get a little more lift through the hips. And if you're ready, both feet float off the floor. The gaze is forward, so we don't make this into a somersault and roll forward. And then bring the feet down. Come to a seat. Thanks for joining me for this short practice today. Let's just close our eyes here for a few rounds of breath. Noticing what has gotten activated both mentally and physically in our bodies. Letting the breath create a reset. Completing our practice, exhale all the breath out. Arms down along your sides, deepest, fullest inhale of the day, reaching your arms up overhead, palms coming together, drawing them heart center. Anything is possible when we keep showing up. Thanks for joining me. Hari Om Tat Sat.